in mind that the Maple Center, there's only, there are no ramp or no steam bus.
The steam bus.
We'll show you guys before we take off.
Want me to kick it?
Oh, open it open.
Just some of them, they stick out far enough that you can grab them with your bare hand. This one not so much.
Whoa.
And that's actually a little fire right there.
Yeah,
Sit here so we don't have to dump a lot of steam. She starts moving, I'll actually pick it up.
Put more in there? Or what do you put in it?
We're actually burning biodiesel.
Diesel.
Yeah, so what you guys are sitting on is the tender. The front section that you're actually sitting on is where the fuel is, and then behind that's where our spare water tank is.
Cool.
You picked a beautiful day to be in the park.
Yeah, we were debating.
Yeah.
I think it was a good choice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm super crowded. A little crowded over there.
It's cool. The walls are almost down.
Yeah,
Or the-
it'll be nice to have those gone. It's a little claustrophobic.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been doing
Joe?
10 years. 10 years this May.
I did it over here for about 3.5.
What?
But I did it over at Knott's Berry Farm for another 3.5, so I've been about 7 years total.
That's so weird. It seems like much longer. Like 5 years.
I wish.
Yeah.
July will be 4 years, so we're getting close.
Yeah. I just round up.
Round up.
Because then I get closer to my party. My service party.
There you go.
We are a very efficient train
good.
today.
What's that?
We're a very efficient train
Okay.
crew today. We're waiting on a lot of running yellow lights.
Oh, nice. How many do you have running right now? 3?
3 trains, yes, sir. We can run up to 4. We're the only Disney park that can do that.
All right. Got the yellow board. Here we go.
If you guys have any questions, feel free to just
Spit them all
fire them
out.
off. Yeah.
What's the fastest you've gone with nobody on the train? Are you allowed to go faster?
Well, we do have speed limits, even when there's nobody on the train, and that's probably the fastest I think any of us have really gone. I mean,
It's only a guess because our speedometers, well,
Yeah, it's like
it's feet per second. It's
Yeah.
not miles per hour.
Right.
yeah, they fast. And now our speed limit's different. Like before, the old track, it used to be 17 feet per second was the max we can go, and now it's 12. So, 15 miles an hour.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna just hit the net.
We could probably go, if we had a straight bit of track, we could probably go 30 miles an hour.
That's about right.
Man, it's nice and warm up here.
Yeah.
On a nice warm summer day, it's about 130 in this cab.
Then it's not so funny.
No, we're enjoying this weather.
Yeah, I bet.
This is good steam weather.
Yeah. Have you ever had something like run across the track?
All the time.
Animal?
We have a lot of geese just
really?
take their time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Geese, raccoons, cats,
Possums.
possums.
But possums, they will run on the rail in front of you. So they'll be running in front, and you have to slow down. Because they don't realize.
You kind of have to be smart for the other animals.
Yeah. Is it mostly at night they come out when you guys are going around?
With the possums usually, yeah.
Cats will come out.
Yeah, cats come out whenever they want.
They're smart.
Yeah, the birds, so the ducks and the geese, they're kind of all day and night.
I've seen that with the monorail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ducks like to sit up on the monorail beam.
With the monorail honking at us
Yeah,
to get out of the
exactly.
way. All right, I'm gonna squeeze by you guys. You're fine.
So I'll be taking over as the engineer, and Mr. Dean will
Be the fireman.
jumping up here and being our fireman.
I gotta keep up the tradition.
Hello there.
Hello.
Well, this is actually the youngest locomotive in our fleet.
Which one is this one that we're on?
This is number 1.
Okay.
So she's the youngest one. She was the last built. She was finished just a few days after number 2. The other 3 locomotives that we have were all built before Disneyland ever existed. So they were built by a company called Baldwin.
Oh, right. Okay.
Over the course of 27 years.
1894, 1903, and 1924.
Wow.
So pretty large span of time, and then they were slowly purchased and brought here after the fact.
Is that why some don't have the tender seats?
2 of them do not have tenders. It's actually just the tank sitting on the same frame as the locomotive. Numbers 1, 2, and 4 all have separate tenders like this.
So you can feel it in your feet that you're actually on a different
Yeah, I
platform
felt that
than
when it
we
was
are.
moving.
Yeah, if I pull this pin right here, we can just take off by ourselves.
See ya.
All right, we're going to go, so I'm going to turn my fire up a little bit there, gets a little brighter. Add a little bit atomizer. The atomizer is actually adding steam to the fuel, so it breaks into smaller parts so we don't smoke.
Oh, okay.
Very conscious about air pollution.
Yeah.
So that's my fuel stick right here. That's what I use to turn them. See the fire get brighter
Yeah.
or not so bright as it's got in my shoes. And this is the atomizer right here. Going up a sliding grade right here. And it's a balancing act that we're trying to do between how much power we're giving it and not to have the brakes the wheels break loose to bend the seal. You never have a problem with getting cold.
Just on the summer days, huh?
On the flip side, middle of October, you drink a lot of water. Right here is where they store the boats now for fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And that waterfall, when it's running, it actually covers that whole yellow light. Back down. Okay. Got a yellow light over here. This is part of our safety system. We only have one piece of equipment in any given track section. Our track's divided into 10 sections. The yellow light is telling us that there's still a train in our section. No, there's a train in the section ahead of us, so we can't enter that. In this case, there's still a train at Toontown.
Oh, good. That's why we slow down.
So if you've ever, that's why we slow down. And if I look ahead over here, you're going to see on this curve, red light.
Red light.
That's where this block that we're in ends. So we come to a stop.
How do you do the brake?
Just got the brakes right there. If you haven't noticed by now, this is the throttle.
Okay.
The big where he's resting his hand.
Oh, there it
That's
is.
the brake
Okay.
stand.
Brake stand, this is the release for the brakes. And then this is what we call the Johnson bar or reversing lever. Yellow light. And it dictates if we're going to go forwards or backwards.
Okay.
Okay, green light.
the lights hooked up?
Huh?
How are the lights hooked up to?
The wires run through these pipes right here. I always have to back up. You back up and you're compressing the cars. So then when you go to go forward, you're only pulling one car at a time.
Oh. And then that way you can
That
get
way you
traction.
build up momentum. Right. There we go. I'm going to add some water to the boiler. I turn on a water valve, which is just gravity flow from back there. Then I turn on a steam valve. Now the steam is mixing with the water in this valve right in here. Oh no, you can't see it. It's
Underneath.
and then it injects the water into the front of the boiler. We inject it up there because it's the furthest away from the heat. So theoretically, that's the coolest spot. Not that it's cool,
Right.
so, but there, and then by mixing the water and the steam, we're preheating the water that we're injecting into the boiler as well. Now we have a yellow light again because we're in the station. This whole section is the two down
Is
stations.
it from station to station?
No, from that marker back there that we saw.
Oh, okay.
Till the end of the station is all one zone. And anytime we enter a station, we will get a yellow light telling us we can't leave until the conductors tell us to.
Are we going to be going on a down grade?
Well, it levels out right in here until we get halfway to Tomorrowland, and then it goes back on a downgrade.
And how long have you been doing this?
And here I can,
How long have you been?
I've been doing 10 years.
Oh, 10 years.
Yeah, I work part-time. I only work about 2 or 3 days a week.
That's
You
good.
know, that's all I want.
Yeah.
Keeps me off the streets and out of the bars. I don't know if that's good or bad or not. It does. No, like I always say, I enjoy what I'm doing. If it ever gets to be a job, I'll quit. I don't need a job.
Yeah, exactly.
But now you can see how much water I have in here.
Oh, there it is.
Right there's how much water I have. See, I've got almost 2 nuts of water. The ideal setting is a nut and a half. Okay, so I got a little bit more water than what I really wanted to have. But it doesn't matter.
This locomotive holds water fairly well.
When you see me put my shoe up there, I'm really just reading the reflection on my shoe because I can't see the fire.
Right. That makes sense.
So you know what the block lights are for now? If any train gets a red light, they all get a red light. We all come to
all
stop
stop?
to see, and they kind of look to see what happened, who's where, or what. Mickey gets a little upset.
Yeah, yeah.
We also have this unit right here, kind of looks a little bit, well, it looks like a spark plug when you take it out. But anyway, where that wire is connected to, and that's a low water alarm system. Because the most dangerous thing on a steam train is running out of water. Pressure doesn't matter. These, like our boiler, we probably run it up to 250 pounds and it'll still be fine. Okay?
Yeah.
But if you run out of water, then the boiler starts to warp. And if it warps and breaks, it turns into a bomb. So try not to.
Yeah,
do
you
that.
don't want to do that.
So this right here, if I'm not doing my job and the water level gets dangerously low, it will sound an audio alarm.
Okay.
And there you go.
Like that?
And
Yeah.
I have 30 seconds to get it safe. And if I don't get it safe within 30 seconds, it'll electrically turn off the fuel. And we're stuck. Well, we're not
Safety.
stuck, but we're not building any more trains.
Right.
And if that happens, then both of us will just go home, take our bags, not to return it. Because Mickey doesn't think that's funny at all.
No.
Is there like a control room that monitors? all
There
of
is.
this?
We have 3 places where we have computer screens that show where the trains are. One in the roundhouse where we park the trains at night. One at where we change conductors. That's our break room right there. One there, and one in Main Street, which is Conductor Central. And they control the lights you see outside there.
Yeah, these.
Yeah.
How many engineers are employed to run the train?
56, somewhere in there. That's between the engineers, firers, and we have a group of 12 people that do the maintenance on these trains. So in our whole group, we have a little over 50. And maybe up to 60 by now. Anyways, we just hired a bunch of new ones. And the only thing we do is the train and the steamboat.
Oh, you do the
See,
steamboat.
we don't work for attractions. The kids that,
And the,
or
and the
when I say
conductors are the ones that
conductors don't work for us. They work for attractions. They'll work here one day and Indiana Jones the next day, or Big Thunder, whatever, you know. But when Disneyland opened, this was actually called, the trains were called the Santa Fe and Disneyland Railroad. Well, that's why 4 of our 5 locomotives are named after Santa Fe and Secretary.
Right.
Walt was in cahoots with them. They actually did all the original maintenance on it, helped the setup and all of that. And when they built Disneyland, Walt was was heavily in debt. He borrowed from everybody. And he was afraid that if Disneyland wasn't a success, he'd lose his train. So therefore, they were not owned by Disneyland. They were owned by Retlaw, which is Walter spelled backwards. And he leased them to Disneyland, or they had an agreement, whatever they did in those days. And from what I understand, he actually got paid a royalty for everybody that rode the train. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
I believe he pretty much got the money directly because he owned Redlaw. So I think that's true.
And if you haven't seen it, the roundhouse is right there. If you want to get a picture, get ready. You only got a short glimpse. The train's parked downstairs, the monorail's upstairs.
Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, we pull all the way forward. You see this track right here? We pull all the way forward, they jump off the back, flip the switch, and we back the whole train into the building.
Does it have a turntable?
Nope. No. I think we did.
Yeah.
Have you seen the one in Orange Empire Museum?
Oh, yeah.
There?
Yeah. We have several of our guys that work down there. Volunteer down there. Now we're going back on a downgrade here. And we go into the diorama, and the very last part of the diorama, we have a slight upgrade.
How many times do you have to fill?
Right now we're putting water in every other trip. However, we boil away about 65 gallons every time we go around. That tender down there will hold 420 gallons. So we do not need to get water that often, but if we do it that way, in the amount of time it takes us to fill it up, they can load and unload the train. We're not slowing down the rotation.
Right.
when
Yeah,
the
that makes
water
sense.
tower is working, which it's not right now, if you notice the pipe that comes out of there is about this big. We only used to get water every 2 hours. But until we get it working, now we're getting water every other.
Every other.
That's why we don't take tender riders, but every other. Yeah. That's the speedometer up there. Our speed is controlled in feet per second, not in miles per hour. And that's to give us better control at slower speeds.
What's the distance all the way around?
Just over a mile.
Over a mile. Was it cool having the left-hand turn put in?
It's fun. You know, it's unique for the engineer because once we go into that turn, he can't see the track.
Oh yeah.
So that is just a whole surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm his eyes on this side. That light that we saw that was actually red,
Yeah.
well, most of the time it's yellow because we can go through because we don't have to stop there that often. And I watch for it on this side because I can see it about 100 yards before he can see
You
it.
can see.
You know, so I inform him, light red, red, yellow, whatever it is. We do a lot of real audio communication, even though we're both seeing the same thing. Like I see this warning set up, and he's got his over there.
Yeah.
You know, I can't see that.
Yeah.
And for a long time, we ran it with just one set of lights until we had a problem, and somebody honestly said, "Hey, I'm sorry, but I could not see."
The
So
light.
then figured, hey, cheap insurance to add a second.
Definitely.
So we communicate. So he told me yellow light, and I verified, yeah, yellow light, red light, green to go.
It also helps when you're firing. One of the things, at least what I like, is if your engineer is vocal, lets you know what he's going to do. Like if you've heard come into the station, they'll say shutting off, I'm closing the throttle. That way he knows what I'm going to do so he can adjust his fire. Because if he's not ready for it, I shut the throttle off and he doesn't turn down his fire, his pressure is just going to start building
Not
like
only that,
crazy.
but when we belch out black smoke. It's definitely a two-man job to run this engine. And it can be a lot of fun that way. Or if you don't get along, it can be a real pain.
What? Not get along at Disneyland?
And you also notice the adjustments that I make here are very small, with the exception of the water. You see me turn it down.
But what's the top one?
That's a lot. This one right here,
Yeah.
that's it runs through this water glass.
Oh, okay.
It just it shows me where the water in the boiler is.
Okay.
So it goes in over here. I mean, it comes this way and goes back in through this valve down here. And he has the one thing that we can both do is add water. He has a sight glass and the valves to do the water.
Okay.
But he cannot control fuel, and I can control speed.
And who controls the recordings? Who controls the recordings that are in the?
Who does them?
Yeah.
Oh, they have a whole department that does that. Yeah. Now, in this case in here, we have a yellow and green already. So the yellow light, this block is the whole diorama. And if we were to not get a green light, we have just enough room on the other side to pull the rotor out of the diorama. That's where we stop. But if we have to stop in here for any reason, I have to fire up. I have to do it personally, but we have this. Yeah, this will find a lot of clothes back there. You've been through here since they redid it?
Yeah.
How do you like the changes they
I
made?
love it.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah. Beautiful.
So, because it's pretty to look at, and it is a challenge to not spin your wheels and hit your speed that you want to hit, and so
Yeah.
on. You know.
And then you get to interact with the people down in the
And
canoes.
it's the newest.
Yeah.
You know. I like to sit here at Main Street and watch the people come in and out of the park. It's kind of fun.
That's
It's
neat, too.
Fun spot for people watching.
It's really fun during Halloween, October. You see, you see
all the-
everybody dressed up in the
Yeah,
costumes.
I bet.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's like coming here at Christmas time is great too.
But no.
I don't want to get off. I want to go again. That was fun.
We've been wanting to do this for a long time.
Forever.
I'm glad we were able to accommodate.
Oh, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Man.